media and information literacy refers to the skill needed to effectively understand, identify, and create information in different forms. In today's digital world, we are constantly exposed to information through social media, websites, TV, and more. Being media and information literacy helps students that critically avoid misinformation and communication effectively. Core media literacy. Here are three ideas that help us understand how media work. Firstly, all media literacy are constructed, meaning they are created with intention. Secondly, different people interrupt the same message differently depending on their background. Thirdly, media message often contain hidden value or viewpoints. Finally, most media is created to gain profit or influence people's opinion and behavior. Five key questions that help develop critical thinking and prevent being misled by fresh info. When analyzing media, students should ask who created this message, what techniques are used to attract attention, how might others interrupt this message differently, what value or viewpoints are included or missing, why is this message missing, types of media.
know where to get this think what is like church carry connection families. Okay.
Being like the dramatic end of a tech romance, it also raises kind of existential questions on how do we use AI. And it was really interesting because I was reading an article in a French newspaper, and their correspondent was saying, okay, outside the courthouse, I met people who were saying, I really don't like Elon Musk. I don't like anything that he stands for, but I would like him to win this trial because it would mean that AI development needs to be a non-profit kind of business. And we need to take a step back from this tool being something that people just make a lot of money off. And there was another thing that it's not my thought, I was just reading about it, but you need to read this trial before the greater context of the race for AGI, artificial general intelligence, which would be like nothing we can even conceive right now. And so this is just like the fight for power to actually win this race and then to gain worldwide dominance. And this is the narrative that those persons who were out.
my mission. But anyway, I'm just so happy to be back riding again because if you remember, when I said I was going to take my break from Africa, I said I was going to ride in 3 different mountain ranges in 3 different countries on 3 different bikes. So this is number 3. This is the last mountain range. I am back in the Himalayas. Oh, I'm just so excited to be here again. It's been 5 years since I was here. And the reason why it's extra special is because the first time I rode here was on a rental Himalayan that I rented in Manali. And I did a tour here. I rode through Ladakh, I rode through Kashmir, Jammu, but I didn't have my YouTube channel yet. So that never appeared on the channel. I only started my YouTube channel after I bought a motorbike in Delhi, and then I rode to Myanmar. So I am super excited to be back here, and that this time I'm going to film everything. I'm even more excited, I think, about the motorbike that I'm going to be riding because it is so cool. It is so cool. I don't even know how to tell you this. Maybe it's a better idea that I just show you the bike. So let's go. Can I have Tim? Tim? Thank you. Bye-bye. So, are you ready for this? Without further ado, it is the brand new Himalayan. And I'm saying Himalayan and not Himalayan because I'm in India and that's how everybody calls it here. So this is the new Himalayan. So if you haven't watched my season 1 and 2 actually, that's where I wrote the previous version. And this is the brand new. But the thing is, the bike is not out yet. So this is actually a pre-production. So it is just, it's such an honor to be able to ride this bike the coming weeks here in India. I am super stoked. Now the thing is, because it is a pre-production and it's not yet out, the specs are still a little bit of a secret. I mostly do not know the specs. I know a few, but it's still a secret. So at the end of this series, then enough time will have passed and I can talk about the specs. And then, of course, I'm also able to actually tell you what I think about the bike because then I have actually ridden it. So I've been in Leh for 2 days already to acclimatize. And also I took this time to set up the bike with my gear. So I put my Moscow motor set on the bike at the rear and then my tank bag. And then I kitted out the bike with my camera equipment. You can see the red plates. That's because the bike is a test bike and it's not an official one yet. So hopefully I'm not getting any problems riding with red license plates. I should actually take my tank bag off for a second. See, so this is how the tank looks like. So I suppose the only thing I did was remove the rubbers on the pegs, which I prefer for off-roading, so I have a little bit more grip. So normally there will be a rubber here, but I took that one off. So for me, it kind of feels full circle because 5 years ago, when I bought my first Himalayan in Delhi and rode it to the Netherlands, I was probably one of the first people to put such a big mileage on that motorcycle and take it half around the world. And now I'm one of the first people to ride and test the new one. So I'm just super excited. So I'm planning to leave tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'm acclimatized by then because Leh here sits at 3,500 meters altitude. So it's really high and I flew here straight from the Netherlands. So I really think this bike looks like Basanti 2.0, Basantu. If I would have to name the bike, I'm not gonna name the bike because yeah, I've now just been riding bikes that are not mine. The Ducati Desert X, the KTM, this bike, they're all not mine. So I don't want to give names and get too attached to motorcycles that aren't my own. But yeah, I'm really excited to start riding this Basantu and yeah, be back in the mountains. I am ready. Gonna wear my heated gloves, which is gonna be necessary because immediately out of lay I'm gonna climb a lot. Okay, squeezing my hand in a glove. It's a little painful. Okay, there we go. Woo. Let's see what this baby can do. Oh, what a difference! What a difference with Basanti. It's a lot more powerful, eh? I'll be heading straight towards the Kardung La, which is one of the highest passes in the world. Motorable pass, I should say. Yeah? I mean, of course, there's higher passes, but where you can ride at about the same altitude as my Everest base camp. So, to give you an idea, it's really high. This navigation thing is awesome. I have never seen this before on another bike. Basically, you cast a copy of your phone on the display of the bike. But especially for me, it's really convenient because I left my navigation system in Africa. Otherwise, I'd have to mount my phone on the bike, which I don't really like to do. I'm riding to a place called Turtuk, and that is pretty much right at the border with Pakistan. So I'm riding in Ladakh, and this part of India, it's very close to the border with China and close to the border with Pakistan. Turtuk lies directly at the border with Pakistan, and that is my destination for today. It's a tiny little town, and to reach there, I'll first have to go over that really high mountain pass, and then I enter a place called Nubra Valley. So Turtuk lies at the end of Nubra Valley, and yeah, it's gorgeous. I can already tell you that. Look at this. There's some pretty cool views of Leh down there in the valley. Bah. Yes, I have, yeah. I go up there? Yeah.
Bag number. This bag number picture.
Plate number?
Picture is yes.
Okay. Bye. Alright, that was the checkpoint. Had to show my permit. You have to get a permit to be able to ride in this area. So I got that the day before yesterday in Leh. I organized that. So all is good. Getting to some serious altitude now. I think the Kardung La is over there. I think that must be the pass. I think I'm lucky that there's no snow yet, because at this time of the year there could already be snow. And of course I was thinking I was going to be here a month ago, but then I had to postpone it because of my hand. So now I'm really at the end of the season. It's the end of summer, and there's maybe 2 weeks left before there's snow on all the passes. But so far so good. Okay, so it's not fully paved, although it must be such an effort to keep this road in good condition all year round. Because I suppose every winter it just gets completely destroyed again. It's like a never-ending story. I think I'm getting close to the pass. I think it's here actually. If I remember correctly, it's here. Yes, Cardungla. Altitude 17,982 feet. How about that? That was the mighty Cardungla. I made it. It is not as cold as I expected. I really thought it would be absolutely freezing here, but today is actually, I think, a slightly warmer day, because also in late this morning it wasn't so cold as the 2 days before. Oh, the suspension on this bike is a lot better, hey, than on the previous version, because Basanti was sagging a little bit. And had quite a soft suspension. This one is quite a bit stiffer, which I like a lot. I could actually even adjust a little bit, because there are 7 positions you can put the suspension, and now I'm only at position 3, so I could even make it a bit stiffer to compensate for my luggage at the back, which is a little heavier than I anticipated. What a difference with Basanti. It's a lot more powerful. I don't know exactly how much horsepower this bike has. As I told you, I don't know most of the specs, but they actually don't have to tell me the specs, because I can tell it's more powerful. Feels like I have like almost double the power. No need for off-road vehicles here. But wow, look at the color of the water down there. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. It's a little far away. Wait until I come around the corner on the other side. It's like this milky blue. Can you see it down below there? The river is very low. Here you can see a bit better. The colors, hey? Isn't this amazing? That's why I like naked mountains, because you can see all the minerals and you can see all the colors. If everything is covered by trees, then all you see is trees. But now, look at all the different colors. It's so beautiful. Blow horn. Okay. Oh, really fascinating to do here. Now you can see the river. It almost looks like I just wrote into a painting, doesn't it? It just doesn't feel real.